What's up everybody, we hung a TV. Now we need to add a power outlet. I'm going to show you how it's done. First thing you want to do is open up the outlet down low. So we'll do that with our screwdriver, pull it off. And then once we got this thing open, let's see. Pull it off to the side, turn the breaker off so we don't get shocked. Now, we've marked our TV, that's what these blue tape marks are. We knock to see where the stud is. It's to the left side of this outlet down low, which is nice, it's still hidden by the TV, so all we need to do is make sure that box is right on the edge of the stud here. We're gonna go ahead and tap into this outlet and pull a new wire up and then add it right here. So, what we wanna do is take our drywall knife, go right about the middle here, stick it in, and cut all the way over to the edge of the stud. Now we know we're right on the edge of the stud. We can take our box, put it up here and mark it. We're going to take our cutting box, looks like this. You need one of these so it's the code, completely closed in the back, and you use a real Romex wire coming from the bottom outlet up to the new outlet. And it's a 14-2. 14 is the gauge of the wire. So, we'll turn this bad boy around like that. We're right on the edge of the stud. Oh, what we want to do next, let's go get our level. Always use a level. If you're going to do it right. Put this here, level it out. Mark it with your Sharpie or a pencil. Pencil preferably if you have one. Now we have our little mark. We're going to use our drywall knife and we're going to cut that outline out. I just give it a few taps like that so it doesn't bust the drywall. Once again, give it a few small taps to get through. This will keep the drywall from breaking out on the backside. And lightly use the press. Don't be too aggressive. Let the knife do the work. This drywall box has a couple little tabs on the bottom, so we're going to cut those out. And we take our box and we do what's called a dry fit. You just stick it in there to make sure it goes in the hole. Which obviously right now we need to cut a little bit more. Another dry fit. And there we go, it fits in. Now we take it out. And the insulation in here. Right? And we want to fish a wire out from this outlet. So to do that, we have to pop the tab on the back of the outlet box. So this box that's in the wall looks like this. Has a tab like this, and you want to pop it, this piece right here. You want to open that up on the box in the wall so you can fish a wire up. To do that, just pop a screwdriver in here, twist it, and that little tab will open up. Now what we can do is use a fish tape to go up the wall to get our wire. So let's get our fish tape. This is a fish tape. This is what you use to fish wires. Mine is called a carpet fish tape because it's thin and little and can go under the carpet. But I use it for in wall because it's the easiest one to use. We're going to stick it through that hole that we opened up. Push it up. Just keep lightly feeding it until you see it move up there, which I've seen something move. Which means we're probably up here somewhere already. we're close. So, here we are. Keep moving. I'm gonna pull it out. Now what I want to do is take my Romex wire. I already have a little piece right here. It's like this. It's called 14-2. It's white. Has 3 wires in it. One of them doesn't have a jacket. That's your ground. And this is 14-2. That's the gauge of the wire. If this was a 20 amp circuit, you would need what's called 12 gauge wire, and it can handle more amperage. But most common houses are going to need 14 gauge wire for the outlets. So measure it, make sure it's long enough. All right, that piece barely makes it, but that's okay. Barely is better than not making it. Get a piece of tape. Tape it onto your fish, like so. And then just lightly pull it down the wall so it doesn't come off. I prefer electrical tape, but I don't have any on me right now, so I'm using what I have. You notice when it gets here, it gets kind of stuck. This is where you got to be kind of gentle with it. Boom, there we are. There's my Romex down there. That's all I need. There's my Romex up here. That's all I need. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to get my cutters out of your pocket here. They're stuck. Strip it back a little bit. These new outlets are nice. They have what's called push tabs on them, so you don't actually have to twist the wire around the backside. I like to strip the wire before I put it in the box. It's a little bit easier. Once again, you have this little tab. Pop it open. The screwdriver or your cutters. Feed this wire through that little tab. Once again, the power's off, so we don't worry about getting shocked. Push it up. Get your box in the wall. So we already dry fitted it, so we know it fits. Our screwdriver. Push it in there. Take the securing tabs and screw this tight. That'll hold our outlet from falling out of the wall. Nice and tight. Then we take our outlet, and it has these cool little push tabs on the back. See these little holes? You push the wire in there. Now on electrical, you have a black wire, a white wire, and a ground wire. Green is your ground wire. That's the one without a jacket. The black wire goes to the gold screw, and the white wire goes to the silver screw. That's the same on every outlet. Black to the gold screw, white to the silver screw, ground to the green screw. We're going to take these, take the black one, we're going to push it into the tab that's right next to the gold screw. Take the white one, we're going to push it into the tab right next to the silver screw. And the ground does not have a push tab, so you have to take that one and twist it around the screw and tighten that one manually. That's the only way to do that one. Tighten these screws on the sides. Most electricians don't, and I hate that because you get shocked when you take the outlet out of the wall and touch it. Always tighten these. Done with that, stick it in the wall. Make sure nothing is interfering. Push it back in. I went ahead and grabbed the drill to speed things up a little bit. Cycle it in. Let it go, it's level. those are these are level. Now, we got this nifty little cover plate we want to stick this on. So just take it off. Always want to use the cover plate so everything looks finished. Tighten that up. Not too tight or the faceplate will crack. So there's one outlet there. Now we just have to connect it on the Y side down low. So let me bring you a little bit closer so you guys can see now. Now you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So on the back of the outlet here, you have a ground. And notice what this electrician did is he used this little crimp right there. There's nothing wrong with that except for when you have to add something, you gotta change it. So the correct way to do this is to take this off of the ground, pull it off. You want to strip the wire. Now we're going to strip the wire. Do that, you just barely score it, pull on it, it should snap off just like that. Cut off the little cardboard liner inside. That's just to separate the ground. Now if you look on the back of this one, all the push-in tabs have already been used. So on this one we have to screw it down. So what we'll do is strip it to about that long, about a ½ inch, maybe a little longer. This has a little hole in it. You stick it in the hole and twist it over. Makes about the perfect twist to put it on there. So once again, a little over a ½ inch, put it in the hole and twist it over. Ground, don't have to strip it, it's already stripped. Stick it in the hole. Actually, this one's different. What we're gonna do here is take these two grounds, twist them together, and then we're gonna get a piece of what's called scrap wire and wire nut it onto that. So this way, this one's correct. And we're just gonna, boom, cut that one straight, and you wait, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. We got a piece of scrap wire here. Got our little ground. We cut those off straight and put that in there. Now screw that. Whenever you're using wire nuts, you always want to twist them until all the wires start to twist together and braid into themselves. That's how you know they're tight. If they don't do that, you know you have a loose connection. Now we'll take this end and we'll twist it. Now when you do electrical, you always hook up the ground first. Let's keep you from being the ground. Tighten that bad boy on there. Now the next wire you do second is going to be the white wire, because it doesn't really carry voltage unless the black wire has power going through it. So we'll take that off. Put it on here. And to do that, you see I got it around the screw there. And I'm going to crimp it with this. And then I'm going to tighten it with my little ring screwdriver, because I have so many of those. All right, I'm going to spin it around, loosen up the other side, and same thing. We're going to take now the black one. Black one is always the last wire you connect. And the reason you do that is because that's the one that's hot. That's the one that carries the power. You go down here, you connect it, crimp it, put it on there, and before we put this outlet back in the wall, what we want to do is get our little tester here. Boop, looks like this, right? And we want to put it in our outlet up top to see if it works. And just like that, we have two orange lights, so we know that it works. Everything's good. Let's put the outlet back in the wall now. As you guys can see, I did this with the outlet live, but you should always turn the outlet power off so you don't get shocked. I do this a lot, so I usually just do everything live. Now you gotta find the flow of the wire. It's gotta fit back in the wall, nice and easy. So you want it to flow in there. You want the ground to stay in the back, because that's the one that'll pop if it hits. So you wanna, to be honest, this is where I normally get shocked, is pushing the outlet back in the wall or pulling it out. It's usually the time most people get shocked. So we're gonna get them started. Pull out my drill, save some time. And we'll put the cover plate back on. Boom. Just like that, we just saved 150 bucks.